Welcome back to another fun episode of Victor's Guide to Retirement featuring your host, the one and only Victor Kajeski. Today, Victor's going to talk about the importance of saving for your children's future.
Hello and welcome back to another episode. Now, as you can see, we are not in our regular location recording. We're in a different location and we're going to play a little game and have a little fun with it. So if you can guess which location we're in and which room we're in, we're going to enter your name at the end of the month for a drawing to win a gift basket put together by us. So leave your best guess in the comments, and if you guess correctly, we will definitely contact you and let you know that your name is being entered in to win that gift basket at the end of the month. Now, with that being said, I know a lot of you were probably expecting me to get on here and talk about our Memories and Milestones roadmap, which we create for almost all of our clients here. But recently, I've been getting a lot of questions and concerns about what parents can do for their kids when they're young. So I definitely wanted to hop on here and address that. I apologize, we will get to the Memories and Milestones roadmap next week. So let's talk about kids' savings accounts. By opening a savings account for your kid, it's probably not going to look like this little guy. There's not going to be money flying around. He's not going to be, talking on a cell phone in a suit. But there's definitely tools we can use to help give him a head start when it comes to saving for whether it be college, vehicles, or whatever it may be. And me and my wife are actually planning on having kids soon, so that we're definitely going to utilize some of the tools that I'm going to talk about here today. Now, I wanted to throw this graph up on the chart for everybody to see, and you can kind of see the cost of college over the years. If you're planning on sending your kid to college and maybe even helping them pay for it, it's going to be a pretty hefty bill. So as you can see, the graph here, college has kind of been exponentially growing in cost over the years. Back in 1977, it was about $8,000 to go to a public school, and now it's at about $20,000. So there's definitely tools and different things we can use to help save for college. Give your kids a jump start. So I'm going to throw three different investment tools up on the screen here, and these are the three main ones that we usually recommend, so I want to kind of cover them a little bit. So the first one is a UTMA. The UTMA and UGMA are pretty similar. The main difference between the two are the age of maturity. So for an UTMA, it's going to be 25 years old, and then for an UGMA, it's going to be 18, and that varies a little bit depending on which state you're in. But these are basically investment accounts that you can set up for your kid to give them that head start. Two things we need to watch for with an UTMA is that it may impact your child's FAFSA eligibility. I know I used FAFSA to help get me through college, and I know a lot of students do, so that's one thing we have to keep an eye on. An UTMA is also taxed on your child's tax returns, so that's another thing to keep an eye on. Now, when we compare an UTMA to a 529 plan, a 529 plan is going to offer tax-free growth, tax-free distributions, and then the ability to change beneficiaries. So the main difference between an UTMA and 529 plan is that an UTMA does not have educational expense benefits. So when you use your 529 plan to pay for covered schooling expenses, it's going to offer you that tax-free growth and tax-free distributions, unlike the UTMA. Now, if we compare a 529 plan to a UGMA, the main difference is going to be UGMA does not have investment limits or expense limitations. So if you set up a UGMA for your student, there's going to be more options to invest in and less fees. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. But UTMAs, 529 plans, and UGMAs are all great tools you can use to help give your kid that jump start. Now, for the last slide here, I wanted to compare the three accounts here for you. As you can see, there's a new one on the screen, the Coverdell Education Savings Account. I didn't talk too much about this one because it's essentially a 529 plan with more restrictions. For example, you can only contribute $2,000 per year to it. If your adjusted gross income is over $110,000, you cannot even set one up, and then it has to be all distributed before the age of 30. So if you have any questions on the Coverdell Education, the UTMA, UGMA, 529 plans, definitely give our office a call. It's a great tool that you can use to help set your kids up for their future. You can reach us at 1-800-469-2040, or you can reach us on the web at retireidea.com, where you can set up a time to meet with Patrick, Michael, or myself and we can figure out if one of these accounts are something that's going to benefit your children. So thanks for joining us, and have a great rest of your day.